Welcome to Colaberry AI Podcast, brought to you by Colaberry AI Research Labs and Carl Foundation. Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating development in the mobile technology space. It's coming out of India. Our source material gives us a pretty comprehensive look at the launch of the AI plus smartphone. It's this device positioned as, well, a significant step towards digital sovereignty. So our mission today is really to cut through the noise, extract the most important technical details, the how and the what behind this new offering, and importantly, understand what it means for users like you.
Yeah, what's fascinating here isn't just, another smartphone entering what's already a crowded market. It's more about the underlying philosophy and the engineering approach they've taken. We'll be looking at the specific components, the system architecture that really defines this device. We'll dig into its unique operating system and how its hardware integrations are kind of aiming for this new level of self-reliance in mobile tech.
Right, and here's where it gets really compelling, I think. Madhav Sheth's new venture, NxtQuantum, they aren't simply launching a phone, they're marketing the AI plus smartphone as India's first phone built entirely within the country, and also the first entirely India-authored device. But the real headline grabber, the thing that stands out, is its use of NxtQuantum OS. They're boldly claiming it's the country's first sovereign mobile operating system. That's a huge statement today.
It absolutely is a huge statement. And when we talk about a sovereign mobile operating system in a, let's say, technical context, it implies a really fundamental architectural design choice. One where control over personal data and the entire software stack is explicitly prioritized. The whole aim is about localizing the digital ecosystem. So this goes way beyond just, assembling parts in India. It means engineering the OS, potentially from the ground up, to ensure that data processing, storage, even software updates primarily reside and are managed within India's borders. This approach reduces reliance on external cloud services, on foreign-controlled infrastructure, and theoretically that allows for greater transparency, better adherence to domestic regulations about user data. Technically, this could involve things like custom kernels, deeply integrated localized services, maybe even a distinct app distribution framework, all really designed to keep data pathways and control points within national jurisdiction.
Okay, so if they're aiming for that level of data control, that sovereignty, what does this ultimately mean for you, the person actually holding the phone? Sheth himself said AI plus smartphone is about putting control back in the hands of Indian users. And he emphasized that these phones keep your data safe, which, directly addresses this growing global demand for trustworthy devices. Smriti Ravichandran of Flipkart echoed that sentiment too, highlighting consumer concerns over data privacy and where their devices actually come from. But okay, building an OS from the ground up for privacy is one thing. Making it practical, a daily driver for users who are used to, say, Android or iOS, that's another challenge, isn't it? What are the inherent trade-offs here? Or the challenges they face in actually delivering this?
That's a really astute point. Because while the promise of enhanced data autonomy is compelling, especially now with global privacy concerns, the primary challenge for any new mobile OS is building a robust and frankly appealing app ecosystem. Users are just deeply reliant on a huge array of apps for everything: communication, banking, entertainment, you name it. So a truly sovereign OS would need to either, develop its own comprehensive app store, which is an enormous undertaking that needs massive developer buy-in and investment, or it needs to find a secure, reliable way to integrate with or run apps designed for other major platforms. And that technical hurdle often dictates the commercial viability of a new mobile OS, because the lack of popular apps can quickly deter even the most privacy-conscious users. It's a very delicate balance, between security and user convenience.
Understood. Yeah, sounds like they're walking a bit of a tightrope there. But for many users, the rubber meets the road with the hardware itself. What kind of engine, what kind of chassis are NxtQuantum putting under the hood, especially to support this ambitious vision of sovereignty and user control? Let's get into the technical specifications. The AI plus smartphone lineup, it includes two models, the Pulse and the Nova 5G. Beyond just how they look, what technical specs really define their performance and capabilities?
Right, the hardware. And connecting this to the bigger picture of smartphone design, the choice of processors, the system on chips, or SoCs is absolutely critical. For those less familiar, a SOBA-T is basically the brain of the phone. It integrates the CPU, the GPU for graphics, modems, AI accelerators, all onto one chip. Now, the Pulse model, which seems positioned for accessibility, is powered by the Unisoc T615 chip. Unisoc is a Chinese fabless semiconductor company, and their T615 is known for being cost-effective. It gives solid performance in that budget smartphone segment, reliable for everyday tasks.
Okay, the T615 for the Pulse, and the Nova 5G.
Stepping up, The Nova 5G uses the Unisoc T8200. Now, this is a more capable SUS. It's got an improved GPU and, importantly, a dedicated neural processing unit, or NPU. That NPU is especially significant for the phone's dual AI camera capabilities they're talking about. It enables faster on-device image processing, scene recognition, things like that, without constantly hitting the cloud. Both models, interestingly, feature a consistent 6.7-inch HD Plus display. That usually means around 1600 by 720 pixels.
HD Plus, okay.
Yeah, it offers clear visuals, but it's also energy efficient, which is crucial for the pretty robust 5,000 milliwatt battery. That's engineered for, all-day use.
You mentioned the camera there, and the specs say a 50 megapixel dual AI camera. Can you break down what dual AI really means in a practical, technical sense? Is it just marketing buzz, or is there some sophisticated processing actually happening?
That's a great question because AI camera can definitely be a broad term sometimes. In this context, the dual AI aspect likely suggests a combination of things. First, that dedicated NPU on the Unisoc T8200 chip we just mentioned. And second, sophisticated software algorithms working together. This allows for more advanced computational photography features, like real-time semantic segmentation for better portrait mode cutouts, where the camera distinguishes the person from the background more accurately.
Okay.
It also probably facilitates multi-frame noise reduction. That significantly enhances low-light performance by capturing several images quickly and intelligently combining them. Reduces grain, improves detail. The dual part likely refers to combining the optical hardware of the two lenses with this AI-driven software processing. They work in tandem. And, importantly, the inclusion of a side fingerprint sensor. That's a deliberate design choice impacting biometric security. It offers quick, reliable authentication without needing, say, a more expensive or sometimes less reliable under-display sensor at this price.
Makes sense. And for people like me who fill up their phones really quickly with photos, videos, apps, there's another significant detail. Both models offer expandable memory options up to a massive 1 terabyte.
1 terabyte, yeah.
That's a substantial capacity. It directly addresses that user need for extensive local storage, which is crucial these days, especially with high-res photos and videos piling up.
Exactly. Local storage is a key performance metric, especially if you're pushing the data stays with your angle.
Okay, so beyond the raw technical specs, the user experience itself is paramount, right? How does this whole India-first approach actually translate into the day-to-day use of the AI plus smartphone? What unique software methods are they using to customize the experience for their target market in India?
Right. This is really where the NxtQuantum OS's architectural design needs to shine. In the UI, the software localization. The devices inherently support a wide array of regional languages. That is absolutely critical, a non-negotiable method for serving India's incredibly diverse linguistic landscape. And we're not just talking pre-installed fonts here. It likely involves deep-seated linguistic rendering engines, keyboard input methods optimized for various Indian scripts, Hindi, Bengali, Marathi, and so on. It's about making the tech truly accessible and, comfortable for potentially hundreds of millions of users.
Making it feel natural.
Precisely. And additionally, they have this NxtQuantum theme designer tool. It offers a highly customizable user experience. Now, this isn't just cosmetic, like changing wallpaper. It signifies a deeper level of software flexibility. It allows users to extensively tailor their device environment, icon packs, fonts, system animations, color palettes. This kind of granular control reflects that core philosophy of user control they're talking about, making the device feel genuinely personal.
So more than just a skin.
Exactly. This commitment to both localization and granular user control seems explicitly designed to meet the diverse needs of Indian consumers. Moving beyond that generic one-size-fits-all approach you often see, it could also open up avenues for community engagement. Users sharing themes, creating their own, fostering a unique ecosystem around the OS.
Interesting. So given all these technical details, the OS focus, the user control, the localization, how is the AI plus smartphone actually positioned in the market? Particularly, what's their strategy for accessibility and pricing? It's a super competitive landscape out there.
Yeah, fiercely competitive. Their commercial deployment reflects a pretty clear strategy. Combine affordability with their stated goals of performance and privacy. So the Pulse model launches at a starting price of Rs $4,499.
Wow, okay.
And the Nova 5G starts at Rs $7,499. This is aggressive pricing. It positions them very competitively right in that accessible smartphone segment. They're clearly aiming for broad consumer adoption, not just a niche market.
And how do you buy them?
They're exclusively available on Flipkart. That leverages a major e-commerce platform for wide reach and streamlined distribution across India. That exclusivity is a deliberate channel strategy. Simplifies logistics, marketing focus. Furthermore, they've got these upcoming flash sales July 12th for the Pulse, July 13th for the Nova 5G, and those are coupled with specific promotional offers like instant discounts on Axis Bank credit cards, beneficial exchange programs. These are all meticulously designed methods to drive rapid adoption, get some initial market penetration metrics quickly.
Trying to make a splash.
Exactly. Make the technology widely available fast, get it into people's hands. It's crucial for entering that Indian mobile market where giants like Xiaomi, Samsung, Realme really dominate the budget and mid-range.
Yeah.
The success of this pricing and distribution strategy will be absolutely key to overcoming the challenge of launching a new OS in a market so accustomed to Android.
Right. So bring this all together then. The AI plus smartphone, it represents a pretty significant venture, aiming to blend performance, privacy, and this idea of purpose within the Indian market. It definitely raises some intriguing questions about the future of device manufacturing, OS development on a national level, how a nation can forge its own path in the global tech ecosystem.
Indeed. And one immediate question that jumps out is, in our increasingly interconnected world, where does the balance truly lie between adhering to global tech standards, which have benefits, and fostering these localized, sovereign digital ecosystems? The AI plus smartphones approach, it explicitly challenges the prevailing model. It offers a really compelling case study in how technical specs and software design can be leveraged to address specific national privacy and control objectives.
It's a test case, really.
It is. And if this model proves successful, even partially, what are the broader implications for tech innovation globally? Could we see a sort of fragmentation? More nations developing their own sovereign operating systems, their own hardware ecosystems? And how would that kind of shift impact global interoperability, app development, the overall pace of technological advancement? It's a truly fascinating experiment in, you could say, digital self-determination. And it could potentially redefine the future of mobile technology, maybe even beyond India's borders.
Something definitely worth keeping an eye on. Thank you for listening in. Subscribe and follow Colaberry on social media, links in the description, and check out our website, www.colaberry.ai/podcast for more insights like this.